flux means the magnetic flux through any surface is number of magnetic field lines a force passing normally through that area. That formula dP is equal to P dot A. B means magnetic field, A is the area. So N is a unit vector. The direction of N vector ds is along the normal to the surface. So normal to the surface. So based on the theta value, it is a positive flux, it is a zero flux, it is a negative flux also there. The magnetic flux across the coil can change in method, changing field, changing area, and orientation. The magnetic flux, it is a scalar quantity. The SI unit of magnetic flux, it is a Weber. TJS unit Maxwell. 1 Maxwell equal to 10 power minus 8 Weber. Magnetic flux, please note it, this one. Magnetic flux per unit area. Per unit area, it is called as flux density. Otherwise, strength of the magnetic field, magnetic induction. Flux per unit area. It is called as magnetic flux density, strength of the magnetic field, or magnetic induction. This is a very important key point, please note it. So next, Faraday's experiment. So based on the experiment, what are the observations they will ask? One more question. The relative motion between the two coils. So this is the observe. The induced polarity or the magnetism in the coil. Polarity means that is the north pole, south pole, the changes. The direction of current through the galvanometer and hence the deflection of the galvanometer. So whether it is the left side or right side deflection and relative motion. So these are the observation of the Faraday's law. And apart from that, the coil can be moved by the fixture in the magnet. The both coil and magnet can be moved. The experiment, different experiment. The magnetic flux linked with the coil changes relative the position of the coil. Current and hence the deflection is large. The relative velocity between the coil and magnet, hence the rate of change of magnetic flux across the coil is more. That is the formula. Pi directly proportional to EMF directly proportional to d pi by dt. Please take a notes now. Observation and apart from the notes.
Sir, this is observation of Faraday's law, sir.
Yes, ma'am. For experiment it is no, that observation. Induced EMF with the stationary coil and a moving magnet. Induced EMF with the stationary magnet and a moving coil. Induced EMF by varying the current in the neighboring coil. So based on in this observation and key point only, that is based on, we will get the law of electromagnetic induction. Okay. So after the class, I will share you the notes now. You can anything missing means you can please note it. Next, Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, first law and the second law. So second law formula E is equal to d pi by dt. And directly proportional removing purpose, we are adding the constant, that is a k. The value of k, it is equal to 1. Okay, d pi, that is the changes, pi 2 minus pi 1, maximum minus minimum. The magnitude of induced EMF is directly proportional to rate of change of magnetic flux. So next one, Lenz law. So what purpose we are using Lenz law means finding the direction of induced EMF. Lenz law, it is based on law of conservation of energy. The mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy. So this is for expression for charge, finding the Q value, minus d pi by R. Finding the current value, I is equal to minus d pi by R dt. N number of coil it is means minus n d pi by dt. The expression for induced EMF. Please note down the formulas. So after method of production, induced EMF by changing the magnetic flux, by changing the area, that is E formula E is equal to minus BLV, motional EMF formula. So using the right arm rule and the Lenz rule also. So EMF means right hand mark. Electric motor only left hand. Plumbing left hand means it is the electric motor. Generator induced EMF, that is a plumbing right hand rule. Note on the Lenz plumbing right hand rule. Listen, the changing orientation of the coil, that E formula E is equal to NBA omega sin omega t. Okay, now based on the omega value, pi by 2, t by 4, pi, that is a t by 2, half of the time period, 3 by 3t by 4. So next one, self-inductance. The induced EMF in the coil due to the change in the current. It is the self-inductance. It is also called inertia of electricity. Please note down in this point. self-inductance expression formula. So L equal to pi when the current I value it is equal to 1, and the E formula E is equal to minus d pi by dt. So applying the pi value, you will get E is equal to minus L di by dt, and applying di by dt it is equal to 1. It is equal to L equal to E, and Henry it is the unit. The SI unit of self-inductance is Henry. So after we discuss the self-inductance of a solenoid, that L formula, mutual inductance formula. Yes, this one more. The mutual inductance of a two long coaxial solenoid. The diagram. So I1 current is the downward, I2 current is the upward. This is enough the formula that both the value also equal. The mutual inductance value is equal. Please note down in this information now, additional information.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
The mutual induction of two long coaxial solenoid. It was there, sir. What does it coaxial solenoid mean, sir?
Coaxial solenoid means same axis. See now in center line it is we will place inside. Different axial it is not there. Same axial. Axial means the coil rotation turns it is the center point. It is equal.
Okay, sir.
Please refer the group. It is there. Just now I posted. For in this chapter only one topic, that is eddy current. In this topic only it is there. That one we'll discuss next class. Okay. So before that, if you have any doubt, you can ask. We'll discuss the problem also. So term 1, maximum formulas. Okay, formula, concept and key points. No need for the derivation part. Okay. The first one, the dimension formula of magnetic flux. So magnetic flux formula, pi is equal to BA, and B is the magnetic field, A is the area. So finding the B formula purpose, we will get F equal to ILB. So B formula M L square T power minus 2 A power minus 1. First option. Magnetic flux dimension formula. So next one, the EMF can be induced in the stationary coil if it is kept in. The rate of change of rate, that is the time only. The stationary uniform, it is not applicable. Stationary non-uniform also it is not possible. And not possible also it is not there. Only the time, because rate of change of flux E is equal to minus d pi by dt. So next question, the induced EMF in the coil does not depends. So what are the factors it is depends on, you know very well. Does not depend, they are asking. The number of turns in the coil, the rate of change of magnetic flux, the time of rotation, does not, okay, please underline the word does not, the resistance of the coil. So R value it is not there, based on E formula. So very important, please remember all the formulas, then only it is easy. So in this lesson they will ask relevant formula oriented question, whether it is depends upon or not, directly proportional or increasing, decreasing, what is the direction, outward direction or inward direction, like that. Yeah, so like that one problem also we discussed, integral method. The flux in the closed circuit of the resistance 10 ohm varies with the time t. According to the equation, pi is equal to 6t square minus 5t plus 1. What is the magnitude of the induced current? So t value 0.25. They are asking induced current. So pi is equal to 6t square minus 5t plus 1. The integral formula x power n equal to x power n plus 1 n into x power n minus 1. So this is in differentiation formula. Okay, integral formula x power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. So now we are using the differentiation x power n equal to n into x power n minus 1. So 60 it is there, it will become 12t plus 5. Okay, this is the E formula. E is equal to minus d pi by dt. So using the Ohm's law, I is equal to E by R. From the question they given the value of resistance R equal to 10 ohm. So just apply the values, and t value 0.25, that is a 1 by 4. So finally you will get a current value 0.2 ampere. Please note down. Problem number 4. Okay. So next one, a cylindrical magnet is kept along the axis of a circular coil. On rotation of the magnet above the axis, the coil will have induced in okay, the current or no current, only an EMF, both EMF and current. So there is a no changing flux, there is no current. Changing flux only produce induced EMF. Please note down. So this is a condition oriented question based on the experiment. A magnet is brought near a coil two-way. One is rapidly and another one slowly. The induced charge will be. So both the case it is equal. Equal in the both the case. Because the induced charge it is independent of the speed. V is the independent. Okay. So next one, a circular loop of flexible conducting material is kept in a magnetic field. Directed perpendicular into the plane. Directed perpendicular into the plane. By holding the loop at a diametrically opposite point, suddenly sticks outward the clockwise current inside. So using the Lenz's law. Because Lenz's law, the current will be induced in the opposite changes. For direction purpose, we are using Lenz's law, clockwise. So outward, just a small key points you can remember. Okay. So next one they are asking the induced EMF. The aeroplane flying horizontally with a velocity 3600 km per hour. So kilometer per hour converted into meter per second. The distance between the tips of the wings of the aeroplane 25 meter. The vertical component of earth field B value 4 into 10 power minus 4. So E is equal to B LV. B formula 4 into 10 power minus 4. So you can take a kilometer itself. 3600 kilometers multiple with 5 by 18. It is converted into meter per seconds and L value 25 meter. 25. Simplify that you will get E is equal to 1 volt. Okay, listen. The magnetic flux through a coil varies with the time t, as shown in the graph. That is a graph diagram. Which graph base represents the variation of EMF induced in the coil with the time. They are asking induced EMF in the coil with the time. Okay, so pi formula A sin omega t. It is a sine wave formula. A sin omega t. So E is equal to minus d pi by dt. Do the differentiation, you will get minus A omega cos omega t. Okay, minus A means it is a negative. The amplitude value is the negative, minus A. So this is the positive one. Minus A means start with the negative. So third option is the correct. Please note down. Minus A is a negative amplitude, plus A positive amplitude. So next chapter we will discuss very detailed for the sine wave. AC lesson it is there, no? Regarding where it is minus, why it is plus, why we want to start with the up or down, everything. Okay, thank you so much. Again, we'll meet next class. Don't miss it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.